Hey guys, my name is Izzy. I'm a sporadic YouTuber. Today I'm going to do a review on this book. We've been talking about this a little bit on my channel and just a little bit in the comment section of my wrap-up. And if you're new to my channel, I read this last month. Well, I finished it last month. I've been reading it for like 2 months. So I'm going to be doing a review on it. So yeah, if you want to watch this, if you like reviews or you want to know what this book is all about, then stick around. So first off, if you are looking for a crazy post-apocalyptic book with zombies and just mayhem and end of the world, you know, there's some virus that's outbreak and it's just destroying all the people in the world and it's super action-packed and exciting. If you're looking for all that, this is not your book. So, California is set in California. I know, pretty mind-blowing, right? It's set after the apocalypse, basically the end of the world kind of stuff happens. I'm not saying I need zombies. I'm not saying I need some crazy virus. I just need a little bit more of the apocalypse. So, this book starts off really slow. You have Cal and Frida, and they are husband and wife, and they are living in the woods. And it basically just starts out with them, you know, being alive and doing what you do when it's the end of the world and you have no power and you have no, you know, access to things entertaining-wise. They're just basically living in the woods, doing nothing. And trust me, for the first couple chapters, you're gonna feel like you're doing nothing too. It's kind of a little boring, I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of a little boring, and I think that's what this book was lacking for me. So if you're looking for like a realistic approach to the end of the world in your books, this is it. This is very realistic. This is very normal. I could see it happening. It made sense to me. It was very much like it. Instead of the end of the world being a big like a lot of books make it be, and there's a virus outbreak and there's panic and there's action. It's kind of more like a and it just kind of happens slowly, you know, natural disasters, us taking out our own selves, that kind of thing. It's a more natural approach to the end of the world and what would happen after. Not the end of the world, but you know, a post-apocalyptic, whatever. That all being said, this book is not terrible. It's not awful. It's just not great. It's just not great. I felt a lot of it was drug out more than it needed to be. You could have cut sequences short. You could have cut the whole living in the woods a couple chapters, because that was a little boring, I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like you could have sped it up just a little bit. It probably could have been half of this. And then when we did start to get some real action into the story, because eventually you do, it was just kind of cut off. And nothing really exciting happened then. Like, it felt like it was going somewhere and going somewhere and going somewhere and going somewhere and going somewhere, and then it just cut off. And that was really frustrating for me, because I was getting into it towards the end, because I try not to DNF books, and this is why, because it was going, and then stopped, and it drove me nuts. But I'm still glad I read it, you know? I'm still glad there's that. So with that being said, the plot was kind of for me. The plot was kind of Now, if you want really strongly written characters, this is a good book for that. Edan Lepucki, her characters, she knows how to write a character. I will give her that. The characters were complex. They were not perfect. They had their own issues, and they were filled with complexity, which I like. I don't like my characters to be one-sided. I don't like them to be 100% sane, because I don't think human beings are. I like my characters with a little bit of complexity, and she's very, very good at writing her characters. I will give her that. So I just have one tiny little thing to add to this, to add to the plot of this. I really wish we would have seen more of what happened before the apocalypse, even if it wasn't too action-packed. I would have liked to see what happened before Cal and Frida, you know, ended up living in the woods. I would have liked to see more of that. If she writes a prequel to this, I'll buy that. I will read that. But this, it lacked a little bit for me, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, it is her debut novel. I'll give her that. She knows how to write characters, which is very hard. I'll give her that. She was missing a little bit in the plot for me. For me. I don't think it was terrible. You might like it more than me. So all of that being said, if you are looking for a book that is a realistic take on a post-apocalyptic world, and you're really looking for characters that are super complex and, you know, have some depth, this might be for you. I seriously recommend this. If that all sounds appealing to you, I recommend picking this up. Yeah, that's my spoiler-free review of California by Edan Lepucki. If you want to see the spoiler version, I will be uploading it directly after this. So, peace, I'm out. Goodbye, guys. See you in the next video and all that stuff. That sounds weird to say. Bye. Peace. I'm out. I love you. Bye. All that stuff. I don't know when I started blowing kisses all of a sudden. I love you guys.